everyone, Tammy with Creation Life Ceramics here. Today I'm going to be opening my most recent glaze firing and just showing you some of my test products that I've been making. So basically just been testing out a bunch of different designs and just trying to see which ones I like the best. And so that's what I'll be showing you today. So last year, I decided that I wanted to make more functional and beautiful pieces. So pieces that can be used. And so that's what I've been really focusing on making. My first new item that I've made is this spoon. It's got an interesting, pretty deep concave scoop right here. It's kind of fat and chunky. I kind of like it. This reminds me of a little seed pod. Here's another seed pod design. So interesting texture on there. It's in a different color. Not quite as deep of a scoop. This one I really like. This is actually the first one that I made. So all of them are just a little bit different. And I think really that's what makes all of my products most interesting, is that they're kind of similar, but just a little bit different. No piece is really the same. So I did a more traditional spoon scoop. I really like this one. It has some very interesting texture on it. I like it a lot. So that's that one. Very cool. I like it. I like it. Very similar to that last one. These are also interesting. I thought this would be a nice little sugar scoop. So I actually was experimenting with making some sugar jars as well with lids. This one I love, and I definitely want to make more of these. So this one has a nice heart shape with a really interesting texture. I like the glaze color. This is Cherry Blossom by Kentucky Mudworks. This one has a hole in it, so I think I'm going to probably put a little piece of leather strap so it could be hung. So definitely love this design. Which one do you like the best? Do you like the seed pod design, or do you like this slim and skinny? I probably honestly will keep making both. I like them both, so just depends on my mood and what I feel like doing. These ones were a little bit more work to make. These are a little bit easier, so just to see what kind of mood I'm in and what comes out of my creative thoughts. Updates for my business is that I'm actually getting a real website. So I've been working on that. Working on having my products online and want to start offering shipping. I have upcoming shows. I have been accepted to Waveland, which is in September. And I'm also going to be applying to the Artoberfest in October. That's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I love the people that I meet at craft fairs. They're so interesting. And I just love seeing their reaction to my products. The other big news update is that I'm planning to move. I'm planning to move to Michigan to be closer to family. So lots of changes going on. Here is one of my other new products. This is a planter pot. So going with the leaf motif. Here's the inside. Got drainage holes. This was actually inspired by a friend who wanted a container for her paintbrushes. She asked me to make one, and so this is what I came up with. So obviously it did not have holes in it, but then I thought this would make a really great planter pot. I also made a little saucer to go with it. So the same glaze color, interesting texture. So I probably will, make more of these. I enjoy making them. If I don't enjoy making something, I don't usually make that many of them. So if it's not fun, why do it? That's my motto. Another item that I absolutely love. I just love this design. It's been very successful at the craft shows. I can't really keep them in stock, honestly, are these coffee mugs. This one, I feel like just came out so beautiful. I love the texture on it. The texture is amazing. The handle, the glaze color. Here's the inside. To go with that, I have a saucer. So they're sold separately. So you don't have to buy the saucer if you don't want to. You can also mix and match them. So just really using that same leaf aesthetic, but trying to make functional and beautiful pieces. This is what it looks like inside the saucer. So very nice. So sit and drink your morning coffee. I love coffee. And I've got another coffee cup. Coffee cup with the saucer. I have to make the sound effects. There we go. Okay, there it is. I'm pretty happy with the glaze color. So it took me a little while. I basically, last January, I purchased 1 gallon size containers of glazes from Kentucky Mud Works. And so it took me a minute to just really get used to using them. I used to glaze at the studio at Kentucky Mud Works, but then I bought my kiln, which I love having my kiln. And then I decided to go ahead and get their glazes as well. I like the color combinations that they make. I don't think I showed you this. This would be really beautiful. I believe this is Kentucky Bluegrass under Cherry Blossom. So, it's kind of my patchy pour technique that items from my previous firing. It didn't come out of this last kiln firing, but I just thought I would go ahead and show you. These are some little sugar jars. So cute. I just love this little sugar jar. There's the top. It has a lid that comes out. Still a work in progress. This is the first one that maybe about the second one I made. There's the inside. So I actually made it so that the lid won't slide off. So I think I need to do a little bit of sanding on it, and I think it'll be okay though. Here's my other sugar jar right here. Also really in love with this one. Love the texture. I love the leaf on the top. This one's a little bit more successful. I think this was my second one that I made. So it often takes me maybe 4 or 5 times of making something before I get, better at it. So I can definitely see some improvement from the number 1 to the number 2 sugar jar. So anyhow, probably go good with my little spoons. Anyhow, that's all for now. Wishing you the best. Until next time.